Hi everyone, delonewolf here and welcome back to the Sunday recap, my weekly vlog where I talk a little bit about my last week in games. As always, we'll start with some EVE Online, and I think I still managed to get an average game time in for EVE Online. The heat wave in Belgium is over, but it's still very busy at my real life job because of course it is the holidays, and just like with CCP, lots of people are on holiday, which means that the people remaining have to do quite a bit of extra work at the moment. But it's all good for EVE Online. I managed to do quite a bit of exploration. Basically, that's been my main activity because you can pace yourself as much as you want. If you want a really big session, you can decide to, for instance, go over an entire region or try several rounds. If you don't have that much time, you can decide on just checking a quick round of 5 systems or 10 systems or something like that. And that means that you can basically do exploration whenever you want, for how long you want, and still enjoy it, of course. I've definitely been enjoying the new series there where I'm trying out different chips for the exploration sites, and at the moment it's the Tech 3 destroyers. I must say that Jackdaw is standing head and shoulders above all of the others when it comes to efficiency, but having done this now in the Hecate and also in this Vipel that's coming next week, it's a bit more challenging, but you'll learn a bit more about flying your optimals, trying to use the orbit at the right time, trying to get out of problems at the right time. So it's a completely different experience, but it's definitely fun to do at the moment. Next to that, for my PI, I managed to do a full sale. We saw that quite a few of the fuel-related products like coolants and mechanical parts were up by quite a bit, and so I managed to sell like around $500 million in PI that had stacked up in my planet. For the blueprint copy business, I actually also took the time to go to Jita 3 times to replace my blueprint copy contract, and it's going quite well, except for some of the structure blueprints themselves. So you've got the structures, the components, and then my Orca blueprints. Those are still doing incredibly well. I'm getting lots of ISK from my Orca BPCs. The structure components are doing okay. You can basically still make some money on those, but for the large structure that I have, the engineering complex, it is not so good. Is it? Yeah, it's the large, no, it's the large refinery that I've got. That's actually selling at a loss at the moment compared to the price that I'm paying in an NPC station. So of course, if you do it in your own research station, it's a little bit different, but that would mean risking a 8 billion blueprint in your own structure. So that's not something I'm willing to do. And as a result, I have to switch around my production a little bit. And I'm actually going to focus on improving my blueprint for like half my job runs at the moment, but it's going definitely pretty damn well. There's also some cool stuff to look forward to when it comes to EVE Online, like a 64-bit client. That could be very interesting also for the bigger fights, which I joined one a couple of weeks ago and was just, you know, wreaking havoc on the performance for my client. And there should be an August event that deals with the Abyss, so get your abyssal ships ready for that one as well. And then for the next game, we of course have some World of Warcraft as we approach the launch for Battle for Azeroth. It's now coming next week. There was a little bit of stuff to do there, like the third part of the War of Thorns scenario, the pre-patch for BFA. Really pretty damn cool with the War for Lordaeron. That was something that I'd already done in the beta, but with all the cutscenes and everything there, it definitely made for a pretty nice experience, explaining the story as we go into the actual expansion. And well, it had that Blizzard polish. When I was running it on the beta servers, you know, you felt that it was still work in progress. You felt that very much on some parts of it. They also take out the cutscenes themselves, so that you don't get the full experience just yet. But here I went in 20-player group. Very, very smooth experience, definitely a lot of fun, and basically a lot clearer in which objective you have to follow and things like that. So that is something that I have to give to Blizzard no matter what. Their polish, their degree of polish is always absolutely incredible. That was an experience that was really, really smooth. Go through all of that and basically you do feel ready for the battle for Azeroth at that point. I've also been doing the daily quests in Darkshore, of course. I have a 230 piece that dropped, a 225 piece that dropped, so it's definitely a very nice catch-up mechanic. If you still need to do it now, you are going to be a little bit late, but you do still get 4 pieces, up to 4 pieces a day if you do them. So if you still want to boost the character, then you've got a couple more days of those daily quests, get your gear score up a little bit and have an easier time at the start of the expansion itself, which is of course next week. I'm looking forward to that. I don't have special vacation planned for the launch itself, but a couple of weeks after that I will have some more time off, so I should have a decent amount of time to level up my character, to do the dungeons, and to enjoy at least the first part of the expansion itself in a, I would say, decently hardcore way. And yeah, I'm looking forward to do that. I'm looking forward to seeing what it's like to get up to 120, enjoy the dungeons there. We're definitely gonna, I mean, for me personally, I'm definitely gonna switch a little bit. For Legion, I was not planning to do anything too hardcore, so it was just like daily quests, a little bit of battlegrounds, and that's really it. For the Battle for Azeroth, I do plan to also run dungeons and try to get into mythic dungeons as well. But all of that is coming in the upcoming weeks, of course, so lots of stuff to do. I'm not even sure if I'll manage to get a 3rd game in when it comes to my playtime in the upcoming weeks and months, because, well, there's lots of stuff to do in EVE Online, lots of preparations that I want to do as well, and of course we have the fresh expansion in World of Warcraft. That's it for this week, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Okay, Card Oak focusing. Go, come on. Yep.